Okay. Welcome to the show that's number 1 on your drunk dial list. Hashtag just saying.
That.
Indeed.
Yes. Us.
I'm still Tara.
And I'll always be me, Sean.
Oh boy.
Yay. And
Hooray.
I'll always be a boy. Yeah.
Well, there are ways you could fix that if you really didn't want it that way.
Not interested.
Okay. Just saying. Yeah, there are options. Just saying. There's always options in this world.
There are. Not for me.
Okay. You guys.
What?
First of all, we want to say real quick, because we don't want to forget.
I may.
That if you watch the YouTube vid, thank you so much. That YouTube podcast is now our most watched. I almost said listened. Most watched podcast that we've done. So thank you very much.
Thank you all. We're very happy about that. We wish they were all like that.
Yeah. Well, I'd like more than what we got, but what we got is good. So I'll take it. We're working on natural light today. It's like noon.
Yes, it is.
Wow!
Daylight. We can see the yard.
Yay! I guess. It's my yard. I gotta look at it all the time. Oh goodness! It is the day after Thanksgiving.
Gobble gobble.
I was gonna try and do a turkey noise, but I can't. I can't do it. I'm not good at that.
Gobble.
So if you survive the holiday with your families, welcome.
If you're out of your turkey comas,
oh man,
congrats.
Man. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did.
No? Yeah.
Tab's family came by.
Okay.
Tab and her sister prepared the meals. Everything came out great and delicious.
There you go.
Yum yum yum.
Yum! You had a day of yum.
Yes, we did.
A day of yum. I went to my nephew's. He had a bunch of people, and my claustrophobic self. I did okay with it. So it was good. It was good.
We had like 8 to 10.
There was like 25 people.
Whoa.
My his little girl, she's 4. I walk in the door and she comes running up to me and she goes, "Tara!" And I said, "What?" She goes, she points at me. 25 people. And I was like, "I'm sorry."
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't invite everybody.
And she puts her hands on her hips and she's like, "Oh." And then she runs away. And I was like, I don't know what to do. What do I do?
Sorry. Blame your parents.
Always blame your parents. Always. And then I was wearing, although I'm like a diehard Giants fan, I do own other hats, just because I either like the logo or the color or whatever. So I have a Detroit Lions hat, which is blue and gray. And I wore an Adidas pullover, which is blue and gray. So I wore the Lions hat to match. So I was all coordinated yesterday. And I walk in the door, and my nephew's like, "What is that on your head?" And I said, "Well, it's Lions hat. Why are you wearing that today?" So, well, one, they're playing today, but I'm really just wearing it for fashion. And he's like, not here.
I see the hat from here now.
Oh, do you? Yeah. I like the hat. It's a nice hat.
It's cute.
Yeah, it was good.
Cute lion.
It's a cute lion. And I like that shade of blue.
Yeah, that's nice.
So when he was just razzing me, he's like, And I said, it's not because I like the team or I want them to win today. I have no emotional stake in if the Lions win today. I just wanted to wear the hat for fashion. I was just wearing it because it matched.
There are reasons for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
It's because you see somebody wearing something that you don't like, just don't judge them right away.
We
have a reason for having that.
We are a preachy show today. Yeah. Don't judge people based on their teams.
Well, that's how a lot of people
whatever
are.
Else. All right.
Everybody's so quick to judge.
You know what?
Why don't you ask first?
Jesus!
What's with the hat?
Shut up!
Well, It all started a long time ago.
Jesus. All right, wait. If I ask somebody what's going on with your hat and they say, well, it all... Like, no, I'm already out of the conversation. I don't want to hear it already.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm already done. I'm done. It's too much. It's like when I ask my dad something and he'll sigh and go, let me tell you. I know I'm in for it.
Summarize it.
Let me tell you. All right. I'm ready.
Give it to me in one sentence. Can you do that?
No. Pretty much. So today, being it the day after Thanksgiving, today is what is known as Black Friday.
Recovery day.
Recovery day?
Recover from the eating and recover from the late night shopping.
Did you guys do any late night shopping?
We didn't do it, but we went to the Walmart near my house. So
Okay.
we can try to watch some chaos happen.
Yeah.
But no chaos happened because the police from that town were at the doors before they opened.
Oh.
So they were controlling the line, which was going around, like straight across the walkway of the store, then bends around to the side of the store. But for my area, that's a short line.
Really?
But there was 2 cops at the door, and everyone walked in slowly. We couldn't see what was going on after they went in, so that's probably when it got a little nuts.
Yeah, I'm betting.
We were
Yeah.
picturing people like power walking, because,
Power walking!
I gotta go find it. I gotta go find it.
Bitch, I need this TV. This is happening.
Within like maybe a minute, minute and a half, already a couple people were coming out.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, that was quick. You probably did what you should do with these things. Go to the store the day before or the evening before, as to putting everything out. Map out where everything is. See where your item is that you want.
Yeah.
So when you come back, you know exactly where to go.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Figure it out. Map it all out. Get it all ready to go. I was texting friends Happy Thanksgiving, and my friend Tina texted me back and said, what are you up to today? And I said, I'm going to my nephew's. She said, well, what are you doing tonight? And I said, well, probably nothing. She says, oh, you should meet me. I said, meet you where? And she goes, oh, Bath and Body Works is having a huge sale, and you should really meet me there. I said, nah, I don't think I want to do that. Oh, yeah. And I said, well, what time? And she said, well, midnight. And I said, nah, I don't think I want to do that. You're up anyway. You're up anyway. She's like, I know you're up. Don't lie to me. You're up anyway.
You don't have to work tomorrow.
I said, no, I am not up. I'm old. I go to bed. I want to just go to bed now. Listen, I hit 40 and I like naps. I like to go to bed early. And I'm fucking busy.
I'm 40 going on 80.
I just want to sleep. And she's like, you'll be up anyway. Just meet me. And I said, well, meet you where? She said, the one in Wareham. And I said, okay. And she goes, that's not far from your house. You have literally no excuse to meet me there. I'm like, I just don't want to do it. But then she spent like 10 minutes texting me all the things that they were going to have on sale. And I was almost convinced. I was like, you're trying very hard to do this, aren't you?
Yes.
She says, I really think you should meet me up there. I said, no. I ended up not doing it. I've never, ever done that. Gone to stores like Thanksgiving night.
Tab and I once did the Black Friday at the Walmart in Weymouth, Mass.
Yeah.
We got there. There was only one person at the door, so we were like the second, third person. We stood our ground at the door. And
Stood our ground at the door?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Because by 3 o'clock, we had about 100 or so people right behind us.
Wow.
And the second the doors opened, we were already up against the door like this.
Oh my
This
god.
is about to open because everybody's freaking pushing to get in.
Wow.
And there's 3 different things that we had to get that time. I had to get some kind of a one of those digital picture things. Like
Okay.
the picture changes because you got to put the little memory card in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get one of those for my mom, and we had to get something. I forget what type of tool it was, but something for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And Tab had to get something else too. So at that time, our time with a friend Jim met us there. and the three of us split up. We sent Jim to go get my dad's thing. I went to get my mom's thing, and Tab went to get her thing.
Oh my god, that's brilliant!
Yep.
Divide and conquer shopping.
And when we met up with Jim afterwards, he said that where he went, there was nobody in that area of the store. Sweet.
Nobody was looking for tools. Yeah, because I remember Jim, and I don't think he would have threw an elbow for whatever it is you wanted. He doesn't look like the throw them bows type of guy.
He would have thrown an RKO.
Oh, what a weirdo.
Randy Orton was his favorite wrestler, so he would have probably done that in the store if he had to.
No, he thinks he could have done that. And somebody who actually knows how to fight would have punched him in the face. Pow. Oh, boy. So, yeah, well, I mean,
Years ago, though.
I've never done that. I worked retail for like 10 years. And, I mean, I never had any crazy Black Friday things happen. The worst thing that happened to me was when I worked at Bradley's. And the day after Thanksgiving, if anybody out there remembers Bradley's, the day after Thanksgiving, I had to be there at 4:30 because the store was opening at 5. And that was wicked early for back then. They were letting us open at like 5. So I had to be there early. So I show up, I park, and there's already a line for the door. I think it was when Furby was big. There was some, or Tickle Me Elmo, there was some toy that people were just, that's the toy that they wanted. And I already knew we only had like one pallet and there was going to be a bloodbath. So, but that wasn't even my department, so I wasn't worried about that. I worked electronics, I don't care. So I was like, okay. So I go walk into the door and the people in line start yelling at me. You can't fucking go in. You can't go in. And I said, really? You don't think I can go in? And they're like, because I didn't have any work thing on, because I was just going in, and my work jacket was in my locker. You can't go in, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay. So I go and I knock at the door. We had a special bell thing ring, so I ring the bell. One of the employees sees me, says, all right, opens up the door for me. Everybody's flipping out, and I'm like, I work here. And I said, none of you come to electronics. I'm not ringing any of you.
Bastard.
That was back then when you could like say shit like that to customers. I'd never get away with that now.
No.
Be like, I'm not ringing any of you up. Anything you want that's not on sale. I have the power today. I have the power.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, the thing that I hated most about that was when they had the time sales. It's like from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. this thing is on sale, and from 8 to 9 or whatever this is on sale. So it's like in my department, we'd have like radios or whatever on sale, but only for a couple of hours. So I'd literally have to stop what I was doing, run over and change the signage. And if I didn't do it, people would be like, well, the sign's still up. I get it for that price. No. Well, you see the big time that's posted underneath that? And look at your watch.
Nope. I don't know that.
Look at your watch. You're not getting it. I loved doing that. Nope. You're not getting it.
Yep.
Nope.
Piss off.
You should be at home
with your family.
I guess you hate yourself. So yeah, I mean, I don't have any horrible Black Friday stories, but I do have some from other people.
There's something I mentioned to Tara that I saw on the news yesterday.
Yeah?
The way some people are about the Black Friday, I think they're obsessed or just crazy. One woman said she had her family over for Thanksgiving. I think it's like in the afternoon.
Right.
But she said that she had them over, and then she rushed them and kicked them out just so she can go make this damn sale.
Your hand up. His hands up. He's like, I don't know what to say.
The main point of the holiday is to spend it with your family, bitch.
I actually know some families who make the Black Friday thing part of their tradition now. Mm-hmm. There are some families who have they'll eat early and then they'll all go to the mall or whatever together.
Yeah, one lady was on the news after her. She was there with a young daughter who was like 12 or something. Mm-hmm. And she said that they made it a holiday, Thanksgiving tradition about 2 or 3 years ago.
Which is like, that's so weird the way that like, our culture like adapts things. It's like now
the way it's changed in the past five or so years.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be like this was this, and now it's like, well, we're all gonna go shopping when we're done eating.
Yeah, like between 12 and like 7, everybody would focus on having the holiday with the turkey and everything with the family, and then like 12, 1 o'clock at night, they go to the Black Fridays. Now these days, all the damn Black Fridays are starting at all different times, and it's driving people insane.
Yeah.
And it's making the priorities of life whacked. It's out of whack.
Oh my god! This is such a preachy show! Oh my
I hate
god!
the way a lot of things are these days, and it's aggravating.
Oh my god, Sean!
You know, it's turning me into one of those cranky old people.
Well, yeah, you are. Alright, I'm the old person who just wants to sleep. Sean's the old person who wants to fucking punch you. He's angry. He's an angry old man. Get off my lawn! That's gonna be Sean. Get off my lawn. I will be asleep. I won't see you on my lawn. I'm sleeping.
Like chase you up mine with a shotgun.
Oh my god!
You know, I don't own one.
I got one you can borrow.
Yay!
That's a sawed-off shotgun.
Ooh, I can hide it. I can wear a trench coat.
Didn't expect that. Literally had to keep the Pepsi from... Phew. Somebody would have got a Pepsi bath. Oh my gosh.
So, let's move from that craziness to some of your crazy stories of Black Friday.
Okay. We shall. Jesus. Oh, I don't know what to say. That was nuts. Alright. So, in case you don't know, I actually want to help you, because I know we have a lot of people from other countries who listen to this show. And...
Thank you and welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Well, welcome to everyone.
And those that are back, glad to have you back.
Repeat customers.
Yay! We love you.
We do. So, in case you don't know what Black Friday actually means, because a lot of people don't. So, Black Friday is the day when retailers begin to turn a profit for the year, because it's an accounting term.
And people go insane.
Yeah, and so in accounting, when you operate at a loss or you lose money, it's called being in the red, because accountants traditionally use red ink to show negative amounts in ledgers and stuff like that to document losses. So being in the black means that you have profit gain, which is why they call it Black Friday, because the stores finally show profit. Hashtag Tarifax.
Put that up on the screen. Subtitle.
That's too much work. Listen, we do the video because it's minimum effort. It's a minimum effort. We're literally already doing the show. It's just point and shoot. It's minimal effort. I don't edit the video. The video doesn't get edited. It's just up there as it is on the YouTube. If you guys listening would like to watch. Okay.
Go.
So, well, I was looking for a good one. I saw one the other day that I was like, oh, I definitely have to make sure I read this one. Here we go. So the headline of this guy's story is 80-year-old grandma tackled and bear maced a woman over fabric. Okay, this old lady wanted cancer pink fabric ribbon, and the woman she ultimately tackled had called ahead and ordered a bulk amount of it because she works for a cancer organization and makes blankets for cancer patients.
Good for her.
The woman was wheeling a cart in the store with several large bolts of the fabric in it, which she had special ordered and we put in the cart for her so she could continue shopping. An old lady sees that this woman has all the fabric and it isn't right, and that she's hogging the entire stock of that particular print. The woman explains the situation and the fact that she special ordered them, and that was the reason she was coming in on Black Friday to purchase them, is because they were a major Black Friday promotion, 60% off.
Good deal.
The old lady continues to yell at the woman And the woman very calmly keeps trying to reassure her that she is not taking any of the entire stock and that she makes blankets for dying people with breast cancer. And she is a very sweet store regular who pays out of pocket for all the blankets. So the store held the fabric for her until Black Friday so she could come in and purchase with a coupon. The other old lady doesn't give a shit. Whips out mace and tackles the woman.
Is Granny arrested?
The old lady got kicked out of the store, but she would come in every couple of months and give me the stink eye, then rebelliously write down recipes from home and food magazines so she wouldn't have to buy them. What a rebel!
Why give her a stink eye when she already blinded her, for Christ's sakes, with mace?
That's horrible. That's horrible. Over fucking fabric. Old people will go crazy.
Karma should have bit her back. Like, alright, she maced the woman.
Yes, she sure did!
So now you used up a lot of your mace. What if you got attacked on the way home, lady? You are shit out of luck because you already used your mace.
Over fabric.
Yep.
This was one guy's story. I've thrown one punch in my life, and it was on Black Friday.
Save it for a good time.
It's for a good cause.
Special occasion.
This was the year 360 came out. Xbox.
I was going to say, that's a long time ago. The year 360?
No. I was standing in line to get an external hard drive next to the video games. There was an 11-ish-year-old kid with a woman in her 60s. He was waiting for his 360 bundle. The woman before him had, quote, gotten the last one. There were sighs all around. Aww. Then he says, nope, one more, and begins the motion of handing it to the kid, and a guy comes out of nowhere, pushes the older woman and the kid. The kid hits his face on the edge of a video game rack. You know, the one with the metal and plastic dividers.
Yeah.
At 19 years old, I don't know what came over me, but I instantly swung for the dude's head and caught him right in the temple.
Yes!
Sending him into a Keurig tower in the middle of the aisle.
Nice.
Everybody
I saw this one.
Everybody froze, including me. The guy had dropped the 360, got up and walked away. I slid it with my foot to the kid, and he didn't say anything either. That's epic! You knock this guy out, he goes flying into Keurigs, and you just calmly slide the 360 with your foot over to the kid.
Good for you.
The best part was, I still wanted the hard drive. I turned to get back in the end of the line. At the same time, the rep in charge of handing out items asked who was next. Everyone in line pointed at me, and
Nice.
I was able to move up.
Nice. Applaud that guy.
That's epic.
And that's awesome of all the people in line.
I would have let that guy go. He just knocked some dude the fuck out.
I would have been telling the employees, you should give it to him for free.
Well, you can't do that. But that's pretty epic.
They can.
They can if they want. I worked at Radio Shack for a year in college. During Black Friday, one of the sale items was a $10 calculator marked down to $5. Two sweet elderly women came into the store looking for them. I have a feeling a lot of these stories involve old women.
And I feel like these two sweet old women are going to...
Oh, you know it's going to take a bad turn. You know it's going to take a bad turn. They came in the store looking for that item. When I told them there was only one left in the display, shit was on.
Ta-da.
It turned into a geriatric version of roller derby without skates. One grandma lost the race, called the other one a fucking bitch, as she was standing in the checkout line gripping her $5 prize. I always imagine some little kid opening presents Christmas morning and getting his stupid $5 calculator, not really wanting it, but having no clue about the backstory behind it, as his grandma, sipping tea, looks on with a triumphant gleam in her eye. Like I did knock a bitch out. You better use that calculator. I realize they're all in your phones nowadays, but...
You don't want it, I'll take it. Shit I went through to get that for you?
I bled for this.
I can't wait to watch the news tonight.
Really?
I'm sure there's going to be some crazy shit on that.
Oh, I'm sure. Because usually it's out on, like, the West Coast, I think.
Or down south.
Hmm.
It's usually where I hear it happening.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, this one's pretty nasty. This has happened at Walmart. A couple years ago, a couple years ago when the sale started, there was a surge of people trying to get their stuff. One lady got knocked down and her pen went straight into her neck, missing her jugular. Oh. The fucked up part is no one tried to help. They just walked over her to get their shitty items.
Of course.
An associate saw that it happened and had to stand over her to protect her from getting trampled. When the ambulance crew arrived, they literally had to shove people out of the way because no one would move.
Naturally.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Oh my God. Oh, I'm looking for one because...
I'm trying to think of something to say to that, and I'm not sure what to say.
Because, okay, this is the one. This is the one, I think.
That's when we could use a trench coat and sawed-off shotgun.
Sawed-off shotgun! I worked for Best Buy for 6 years. Everyone knows about the lines that you stand in outside. Part of the process is once you get into the store, you stand in another line to buy your products. Our manager thought he was particularly smart winding the line through our appliance department. Mind you, there is usually 1,500 plus people in the building at 6 a.m. with a line still outside. Mm-hmm. Well, we get a complaint from one of our patrons. After checking the dryers, we find a nice turd in one. Good? He actually goes on to describe it. Good consistency, just sitting there. A lady who did not want to lose her spot opened up the dryer and shat right in there in front of everyone. I decided that day that even though I may want stuff, I will never shit in front of an entire crowd of people. Who does that?
Oh, wow.
Who does that? That's disgusting.
Already, people get insane over these things.
Oh, man. I don't,
This was probably a normal, sane person before that. And
yeah.
These things just make a person go nuts.
This person actually doesn't have a story, but it says, I've made it a tradition to people watch on Black Friday. The first time you see 5 women brawl over a single Barbie Jeep Power Wheel, you'll be hooked. It's true. It's true. I bet it is. Boy.
Me, Tab, and her sister Kim was considering last night going inside, but nah.
Yeah.
We were all in our jammies.
Jammies! That's so cute. My first Black Friday, I was working at Walmart. Most of these stories are Walmart, by the way. Mm-hmm. I was assigned to be one of the employees that would cut open the plastic on the pallets which contained our merchandise, which were all over the floor. Basically, as I readied my box cutter, I got shoved by a customer and fell onto it, sliced my hand open. After getting through that and patching it up, I came onto the floor and promptly got punched in the face when I picked a DVD up off the ground because a customer thought I wanted it. Fuck Black Friday.
Did not realize he works there.
Apparently the blue vest didn't give it away.
No.
Apparently not.
It does have the Walmart logo on the back.
It does.
They do wear name tags on the front. It's like maybe 3-4 inches wide. You can't miss them.
This story is so sad, and I think something similar happened to me, but not on Black Friday. My first day working in retail was Black Friday.
Not a good first day.
What a horrible time to start working. My store was running a promotion where you would buy one novelty t-shirt and get another half off. Novelty, which means characters, phrases, things of that sort.
Screen print.
Not t-shirts with the band names on them. A woman comes up to me asking me to help her pick out an even number of band tees for the sale. I kindly tell her it was novelty tees only and explained what that meant. She insisted I was wrong, and I told her she could check with the register if she didn't believe me. Instead, the woman gathers a bunch of band tees and tells my manager at the register I told her it was rock tees, not novelty, despite the signs all over the store saying novelty.
What's the person going to do? They're going to throw your ass under the bus.
Oh, yeah. Well, this gets so bad, dude. This gets so bad. She wanted the sale honored because the idiot new employee fucked up. My manager knew I didn't say that, and he refused. The woman threw all of her shit on the ground, screamed, and stormed out.
Oh.
Whatever, screw her, right?
Bye,
When I took my lunch break, she hunted me down in the food court, threatened to punch me in the face for telling my manager I wasn't responsible for the mix-up, and I ruined her sale, a.k.a. foiling her plan to screw over my store. She chased me all the way back to the store, screaming with fists up. I hid in the back for the rest of my shift. I never got to eat lunch.
Oh.
Sean! That's fucking awful. Just awful. That is a bitch. That is a bitch.
It's not a shooter in the head.
This is good. You'll appreciate this. I worked one Black Friday in the clothes department at Walmart. For like 2 straight hours before the sale began, people were hovering over pallets. An alarm went off and the swarm just went insane. These two women in particular, on opposite sides, tossing clothes back and forth to each other. I don't know what their system was because half the stuff they were just catching and tossing aside. But this little teenager, I mean, like petite tiny girl, intercepted a pair of jeans being tossed, and the woman went fucking insane and elbowed her in the face. Blood came shooting out of the girl's nose, and she was so shocked she just stood there shaking and crying. The woman acted like that was a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Until the cops came and put her in handcuffs, right? Because that's assaulting a minor.
I pulled her out of the crowd and started to walk her to get cleaned up when the sheriff appeared out of nowhere. The best part was she was his kid and the woman was arrested on the spot.
Nice. Nice. That bitch would never think about doing that again.
This is the last line of this. She had to post bail and pay full price for her shitty Levi's.
Nice. She
These...
should have been able to post bail. She should stay in there for a couple days.
Some of these stories just ruin my faith in humanity. Like, oh my god. It's just awful. We already did the 80-year-old woman. I can't believe an 80-year-old woman would mace somebody over fabric. That just blew my mind.
And certain fabric, too.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah. That's just insane.
She's, what, 80?
Yeah!
Was she that cold that she needs the fabric that bad?
I need to make blankets! Blankets for all!
They do sell blankets.
Yeah.
There's even, like, small fleece blankets that you can get for $2.50. All rolled up.
At a local Walmart, they started pulling the pallets of Black Friday stuff out on Thursday.
I saw the people of mine do that a few nights ago.
Yeah. Well, these pallets were all set up in the middle of the store with plastic wrap all the way around. So you easily cut the plastic and you're good to go. So Black Friday comes around. And people are obviously outside the door. Well, some people apparently realized what Walmart was doing, and they took the liberty of bringing their own razor knife to cut the plastic so they didn't have to wait for an employee to do it. So the doors open, everyone rushes in, and for some reason, they didn't have them all unwrapped yet. Well, these people are so violent over these sales that one employee ended up getting cut on his arm with a few minor cuts from people with razors. Cops are called, 3 people arrested. That employee ended up getting 15 stitches. What the fuck?
Well, I'm glad those people were arrested.
Mm-hmm. I concur.
You people stop going so damn insane over this. This is ridiculous.
This next one actually reminds me of
That's why I don't go to these. Now I want to go watch.
Oh, you know what? I almost want to go to People Watch. We could have done like a live Facebook Live broadcast thing.
Now we know what to do for next
year. If we had planned this, maybe next year we'll do that. Like a Facebook Live, we'll go to like a mall or something and just unleash.
I think on the news, I think it was Macy's or someplace like that. They were one of the huge places to.
Yeah, we gotta go.
People.
We'd have to go someplace where it's heated up, where people are just freaking out to get in.
Big malls.
Oh God! Oh, I'm going to have to take a nap next year.
We got the Emerald Square Mall. We got the Braintree Mall.
Emerald Square Mall.
Those are big.
Yeah.
Emerald's a lot bigger. That's 3 stories up.
Oh, man, we could divide and
Braintree's
conquer
2.
that one. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy, you guys.
Now we gotta wait 364 days to do this.
Yeah, because we thought of it late. There's no way out. If Tina couldn't get me to go out, there's no way the podcast is going to get me to go out. I work in a video store, and we mark down absolutely everything, including our selection of hundreds of used movies.
Yay!
To insane degrees. I mean, 50% or more off in most cases. Used videos were practically giveaways. Among the usual mobs were this guy and his wife who walked in with a box of giant professional-grade trash bags. Okay. They proceeded to fill up 4 of these trash bags. At one point, they were just going through the used bins and throwing things in there. Naturally, when they got to the register, they had quite a few doubles. Every time they would hit a double, they'd remove it. Because of the sheer volume of movies, they had a tough time keeping up with everything and were taking forever to check out. Luckily, my manager... Hurry the fuck up! I would have been flipping out behind them. Absolutely flipping out.
That's when you lean over and start taking some of those and throw it over here, throw it over there. Go get it.
That's when I'm quietly kicking their bag under the...
Try to step on some.
That's broken now. Fuck you. Luckily, my manager came up, acknowledged the increasingly angry line of people behind them, and told the couple they can either buy everything in the trash bags, regardless of whether it was a double or had to leave. After an argument, the husband finally grabbed the trash bags, upended them, and spilled DVDs all on the floor in front of the register.
Asshole.
And then left.
Oh, the baby.
The best part? Customers started to go after the movies on the floor.
Free DVDs!
Customers started to go after the movies on the floor like vultures before we could even get to them. Oh.
I hope they were movies that these people wanted.
I guess. This next story is awful.
The other ones weren't?
This is awful. Okay. Actually, before I get into that, the new hot toy. Well, I mean, there's a couple of hot toys happening this year. They have that what is that? That hatch thing? It's like this thing. It's like an egg, and then like a toy hatches from it.
Cool.
It's weird.
I haven't seen it.
A friend of mine was showing it to me. It looks really weird. I don't know what the fuck, like a little stuffed animal hatches from it or whatever. I don't know. And the other one is called the Nintendo Classic. Mm-hmm. The Nintendo Classic, it looks just like the regular Nintendo, and it has like, I don't know, 20 games built into it. So
you can't add to it.
I don't think so.
I think you can't add to it. It's just
what's
in there.
Yeah, I think so. But that's like the hot thing, and no, you can't get it. Like,
I think I saw that Bed Bath & Beyond. It's like $40.
You saw one a bit? Oh, guess where I'm going tomorrow.
If you weren't going tonight, I'd say we'll go after the show.
Well, that was going to be on my errand list tomorrow. Maybe I should go after the show.
I'll go with you.
I have tomorrow, before I get into this horrible story.
Before the horror.
Tomorrow I am going to, I'll be Christmas shopping tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my horrible Christmas. Maybe I'll have a horrible shopping story to tell you next week. Because I have to I'm going to try to do like the bulk of my shopping. I'm going to get up out of bed, Sean, and try to get my shit done. Oh.
You're going to jingle your bills tomorrow, huh?
Yep. I was actually telling Jay this morning, I'm like, maybe I should try to do something this afternoon so I won't have to do it tomorrow.
I have to wait just a little bit before I can do shopping. Ugh. I need more money to get into my bank.
Well, I'd always love more money, Sean. Okay. Hold that thought. Yeah, so I know there's going to be crowds of people. I'm usually done shopping by now.
Every year I keep saying I want to get it done by November, but that never happens.
I usually start in October because I don't...
Plus my family's hard to shop for. I don't know what to get. Ooh.
Yeah, this is my big problem. Last week I did a scouting adventure where I was trying to find out like what I was going to do, and I came up like practically empty-handed on that. So...
My dad always says I don't need anything, or there's nothing really that he needs. He's got enough clothes. He doesn't need shirts or T-shirts or anything like that. My mom's almost the same thing. My brother, he wants something, he buys it for himself right away. So, what the hell you get him? I don't know.
I have that problem with my husband.
I'm like the only person in my family that I can always have a list for you. Just give me a little time and I can come up with at least 3 things.
Look at Sean. I got a list, bitch. All right.
I can't say they're cheap or not, but I can always think of some stuff.
Okay, here we go. Here we go with the horror story. Years ago, I got hired as a seasonal help for Toys R Us. It was before they redesigned the stores into their current clusterfuck. Yeah, I gotta go to Toys R Us tomorrow. Ho, ho, ho. Pray for me.
Yay.
Why do you yay that?
I don't know. That's a sarcastic yay.
Oh, okay.
Because clusterfuck you said.
Yeah. And everything was in long aisles. I got stuck in aisle 1.
Long Island.
Long Island. I got stuck in aisle 1, which was board games on one side and a big glass of video games on the other. This was the year that Super Nintendo came out.
Yay!
So we had one behind the glass with a controller outside, so you could try out Super Mario Land. I'm up on a ladder trying to get more copies of Crocodile Dentist. Crocodile Dentist! Do you remember Crocodile Dentist? No.
I don't.
That's too hard. Fuck me then. Crocodile Dentist! Down to restock the lower shelves, and I hear yelling. I look down to see 2 kids are shoving each other in front of the SNES. They start swinging at each other, and the parents intervene, only to start fighting themselves.
Of course.
I slide down the ladder, and my manager rushes over to try and stop things from getting worse.
Down the ladder?
They slid down the ladder.
Oh, like a superhero?
If need be. If need be. One of the parents had a bat in his cart and hits the other guy square in the back, knocking him into the display cabinet, shattering the glass, and cutting him up really good. The guy with the bat realizes what he just did and grabs his kid and tries to make a run for the door.
Of course.
Management was trying to block him from leaving as they went and got the cop outside directing traffic.
Yay!
The police came in and wrestled this guy to the ground while his kids watched. He resisted arrest and got a serious beat down in the middle of the store. The other guy that went through the glass was cut up and bleeding really badly. He ended up losing an eye over the whole thing.
Damn.
After all this was over...
Is his name Willie?
No.
As it is now.
After all this was over, we had to lock up the SNES, and you could only try it out if management opened the case for you. The other really messed up part of this whole thing is that people were taking toys out of the cart of the guy who got caught up, as EMS worked on him, and his kid sat there crying. One woman even tried to take the blood-splattered demo SNES out of the broken case.
Wow. You'll take it whether it's got blood on it or not?
Blood-spattered Nintendo! Enjoy that, little Billy!
What a douche. I don't care if it's got blood. I'm taking it.
No, I can see her.
Yeah, try cleaning that up.
That'll clean right off.
Oh, yeah.
It'll clean right off. Oh.
Freaking craziness.
Oh, you know what? We've said a lot of stories that just make you question humanity. Here's actually a positive story.
I've been questioning it for a couple of years.
Well, taking things out of a guy who's fucking bleeding in the middle of an aisle while the EMS works on him.
And 80-year-olds Mason people.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. My little person is just now. I'm napping. Look, from my
Your mini me is napping now.
my little Funko guy is napping. Okay. You just get nervous about my beverage all the time, don't you?
A lot of times you're so close to knocking it over.
Well, I try. In 2008, my son and I stood all night outside Best Buy so he could get a deal on a gaming console. They were really organized, and they passed out papers to people for the doorbusters. They let those in the front of the line pick first. We were 12 back or so. They had laptops for $2.99, $4.99, $6.99, etc., as well as other great prices. So they get to 5-6 people.
Come on down.
I know. I feel like I'm doing
Shop with us.
I feel like I'm doing an advertisement for them, as well as other great things. So they get 5-6 people past us, and a lady asks for the $2.99 laptop, and the clerk says they only have the $4.99 and up left. The lady starts to cry. She says she's been starting night school and can't afford the $4.99 laptop, and she waited all night, which she had because she got there shortly after we did. A complete stranger from in front of the line walks to us and goes over to her and says, "I knew I brought so much cash for a reason," and pulled out $200 and handed it to her and walked back to his spot. People were absolutely losing it. Do you know him? Did you see that guy? He just gave that woman $200. It was the coolest thing I've ever witnessed at Christmas.
Applaud him too. Very good. I like that guy.
That guy's cool.
Yes.
Now let's get back to the drudge of humanity.
Boo. We got a yay, now a boo.
I worked at Toys R Us when the original Furby came out.
Is that good?
I walked in the back doors right before my shift when the doors were supposed to open. I had people follow me in and assault me trying to get a damn Furby. When the doors finally did open, one parent pushed my coworker to the ground and jumped on top of a pile of people to get one from the display. She ended up kicking some poor schmuck in the head and grabbed a Furby, stuffed it down her shirt, and casually tried to walk out with it.
Wow.
A Furby down the shirt. A Furby down your shirt as you casually walk out.
Alright. This was a woman.
Obvious, yeah.
Alright. So, if someone, even with the stores or security or something, even tried to say, "Give me that back," what's she gonna say? What are you gonna do? Grab me by my Furbies?
Grab her by the Furby!
Check out these Furbies, baby!
Grab it by the Furby. Oh. But why down the shirt? Why down the
males
shirt?
can't reach down there to take it back.
I guess, but then you just detain
that
them.
way she can throw some kind of a thing on them. A suit.
Wow. Oh, boy.
Bitch.
I know. I know. Oh, this story is awesome.
Furby's a furry.
I definitely wanted to make sure I told this story. This story is epic. Okay. I had just undergone shoulder surgery the day prior to Thanksgiving.
Oh, this is going bad already.
Yep. My boss told me I had better show up, and I liked my job at Circuit City at the time. Oh, Circuit City. Poor Circuit City. Not for the job, but for my coworkers. I've had jobs like that. So I showed up at 5 a.m., just hours post-op. I was in a shoulder sling, popped a Percocet, and started my day.
Nice.
Okay. Can I just say, popped a Percocet and started my day is the best beginning to a story. We know we're going to get something good. Popped a Percocet and started my day.
There's an idea for everybody.
That's a good show title right there. Pop a Percocet and start your day. Here we go. My job was to handle the computers, so I dealt with the onslaught of people pushing me over to get free CDRs. Literally pushing me over. I fell down on my shoulder after some mother pushed me over a little kid. No lie.
A real mother or a mother like mother?
I don't know. He just says some mother. Pushed me over a little kid.
Probably both.
No lie. To squelch the pain, I took a Percocet. That's 2. We're on a counter now. That's 2 Percocets. This
I was
person.
thinking while I was on the floor in pain, I was just popping down there.
Popped a Percocet.
I'll stay here.
Around 9 a.m., a man came in wanting to buy a CRT monitor. You know, those big, heavy ones. He had a bunch of other items and wanted me to carry the monitor out to his car. I objected, but he started getting upset. So I dragged the monitor with my good arm and put it into his cart, pushed it out to his car, and put the monitor in. And the guy drove away without even thanking me.
Prick.
I turned around and bumped into
He's driving a Tacoma.
I don't know. I turned around and bumped into a customer with my bad arm. This sent a discharge of extreme pain running... Yeah, this sent a discharge of extreme pain running through my body, so I went inside and took a Percocet. That's 3!
What time did they start?
5! And that was 9 a.m.
4 hours. Took 3 already.
3. Flash forward to 11 a.m. Customers...
4!
No, this is great. Flash forward to 11 a.m. Customers now look like blurs. And I find myself drooling a little bit.
Now people are going to think something's wrong with you.
A customer comes up and asks where he can find the monster cable. I find the idea of a monster cable to be hilarious, and I laughed manically in his face. He backs away slowly and goes to ask another employee. I proceed to sit on a computer box and tell stories of adventures of Black Fridays. Customers guard their children, but nobody bothered me. This went on for a good 10 minutes in real time, but felt like 3 hours to me. The manager in my department walked over to me, grabbed my good arm, and escorted me out of the building. She looked at me and said, "I will see you tomorrow at 8. I missed my next shift. The Percocet story.
Now,
That is awesome.
question I have is,
Yeah.
when she said, I'll see you tomorrow at 8,
Yeah.
does that mean I'll see you for your shift at 8? Or I'll see you at 8 o'clock to fire you?
I have no idea.
Or fire you / I have a talk with you.
Okay.
When you're under medication, you can't exactly control yourself.
3 Percocets in 4 hours will get you blur-shaped customers and drooling.
And make you laugh at any question.
I found Monster Cable to be hilarious. That's a great story. I tell it at parties. That's great.
I bet Boris would like that one. if he was here.
Yeah. Okay.
When he comes back next Halloween, we should tell him.
Around 10 years ago, I worked for Best Buy. I was hired as a seasonal employee while in college.
Back in the day.
And actually, I hate that expression. And actually enjoyed working there most of the time. Unfortunately, Black Friday ended my employment for the big box retailer. That was the year PS2 came out. I was in charge of issuing the systems to customers with vouchers, the ones who stayed out all night camping.
Some
Customers,
still do that.
yeah. Customers would approach me, and I would keep 2 systems in my arms at a time, and go from the stockroom to the floor and give out each system. On one trip out of the stockroom, a gentleman in his early 40s approached me and proceeded to try to yank a system out of my hand and run with it. As an aside, I'm no small fellow. As the mature gentleman attempted the grab and go, I simply tightened my grip and calmly said, "Your ticket first, sir." He rebutted with, "I don't have a ticket, I don't need one. I seen this thing first, it's mine." So after a brief explanation of the voucher system, the man and his wife only seemed more angry that I refused to surrender a PS2. To really convince me to give him the system, the gentleman proceeded to say, "Okay, well, I guess I'll have to whip your ass for it." Perhaps of my own naivete or adrenaline, I responded, "Sounds great. Let me clock out first. I'll meet you outside." A little taken back by my response, the gentleman started to profusely apologize and even teared up, giving me a sob story why he deserved it. Of course, I didn't give him one.
Good for you.
A
threaten to kick your ass and then try to act like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Get out of here.
A grown man tried to fight a 19-year-old kid making $8 an hour for a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. People.
Well, a lot of these stories, especially like that one.
Yeah.
We don't know about the kid, but if you're going to work retail and you're going to be stuck working these Black Fridays, maybe within a couple months before that, you should start taking karate lessons.
Take a self-defense course first.
Yeah.
Wow. These stories are deep, man. Like, that's crazy shit.
It seems like it gets worse by the year.
It does. It does. Wow. You know what? I have like that twinge of regret. I think maybe next year you and I will have to organize. We'll get organized, and we'll do like a Black Friday live thing or something. I think that would be hilarious. That way you guys can we can show you some shit. But only if we see like cool stuff. I want to see like cool stuff. I want to see people like duke it out. And can you imagine like the freeness that we would feel going into someplace and like knowing that we don't need anything, right, and we're not buying anything. We just want to see some crazy shit. or good shit. I mean, I'll take somebody like doing good deeds. That'd be terrific too. I'll take good things.
I really want to be in like a big mall like the Emerald Square Mall.
Yeah, I think we should.
Quite a few stores are having these type of things.
Yeah.
And we can just walk around the entire building, just shoot, and when people get assaulted, we can say to the police, yeah, we got it on film.
Oh, we're witnesses. We got it all on film.
We'll get you a copy of that, yeah. You can use that for evidence.
You have to sign a release, sir. Sign this release.
It is exclusive property of hashtag just saying.
This is our intellectual property. Okay, I didn't...
I will be glad to share the video with the cops, but...
Well, yeah, they signed something. Give shit away.
First, I'll be entertained by the assault. And then I'll be happy to work with the cops. Afterwards.
Sir, I'll be happy to work with you. I just want to see this guy get punched in the face first.
Wait, let me get on film.
Exactly. Okay, this is like one of the only stories I didn't pre-read, so I don't know if it's going to be good. But it the last line had me laughing my ass off. So I'm hoping it'll be a good story. Just for the last line. Okay, I didn't work at the store, but I was dragged by a friend of mine to Walmart to help him get a TV on Black Friday a year ago.
You were almost dragged somewhere.
I was too! I'm right there with you, buddy. Let me start by saying that I don't even particularly like crowds. Me and this person should go shopping together. I am also not a violent person. Well, this is where we differ. This is where we part ways. I had heard lots and lots of Black Friday horror stories and had done pretty well avoiding them. However,
you should listen to this one.
However, my friend asked me to help him to get a second flat-screen TV for his family since, at the time, Walmart had a policy that a single person could only reserve one item before midnight. That sounds pretty alright. I mean, I just walk in and say I want the item. Simple as that.
Gimme.
I was wrong. Dead wrong. It actually says that. Dead wrong. I show up at my local Walmart and there are people everywhere. I live in Tennessee, and everyone is pretty serious about Walmart here.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
These people, though, were the worst of the worst. Oh my.
They said that.
Several of them looked like. Okay, this is this person's account. I am by no way.
What you copied and pasted.
I've never been to Tennessee. I can't judge Tennessee. This is this person's version of Tennessee. I live in Tennessee and everyone is pretty serious. Da, 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 da. These people, though, were the worst of the worst. Several of them looked like they hadn't seen daylight in the last year.
Zombies!
Anyway, I make my way through the crowd of the southern fried faces and scoot through to the television section.
Ham!
Why are you yelling ham?
Random. So I just said chicken.
We were informed that there were only 2 of the televisions that my friend wanted left on the reserve list. Awesome. We tell the woman that we want the televisions, and she just sort of laughs.
Maybe she was on Percocet.
She took 4 Percocet before her shift. She then informs me that we have to reach over other people. What? Does that even make sense? She then informs me that we have to reach over other people for hours and keep our hands on the televisions that we want. And then when midnight rolls around, they will unwrap all the items and tell everyone to go. And that is when they could take them. This is a horrible idea.
They have a starting flag and everything.
This sounds like they're creating a stampede. This sounds horrible.
Yeah, they're orchestrating the assault.
This is where it gets good. Okay! I'm with you. This is where it gets good. We were waiting there for a couple of hours, and we start to notice how many people are disappointed that there aren't any more of the TV that we have our hand on. Some woman even started to cry. I obviously looked distressed with all the action going on, so two little old women who were there next to me
had mace.
Told me that it wouldn't be that bad. Liars! I would be out of there before I knew it. I smiled and thanked them for their kind words. Just as it was nearing midnight, here we go! Tick-tock! Tick-tock, motherfucker! The employees remove plastic from the displays of boxes and wait for the announcement. The PA system overhead comes on and says, go. Holy shit!
Wow.
We need to go to Walmart in Tennessee, dude!
Road trip!
Holy crap!
Wow.
Oh my, I'm on the edge of my seat! This is crazy! Go!
You're almost there.
I am! All hell breaks loose.
I bet.
Oh my god, this guy! Apparently, all the people that were disappointed that there weren't enough TVs had a plan. They were organized. They just rushed over and started pushing people out of the way. They ran to the roped off other sides of the boxes and were trying to rip them away from other customers who had been waiting in line for hours. Some of them were succeeding. I was kind of caught up in the moment. Okay! I was kind of caught up in the moment and was staring at what was going on while being pushed on all sides. My friend grabs my arm and tells me to hurry and get the TV in the cart before everyone starts fighting. Just as I focus back into reality, a woman starts pulling the other side of the TV, of my TV box. I mean, she is really pulling it. I just hold on with all my strength and decide to let them tire themselves out.
You should have asked your friend to help you pull it out of her hand.
I know. What the hell is happening? I think
his standing there.
I think his friend had the other TV.
Oh, I hope
maybe
he had something because
he better have his hands on something.
That sounds shitty if your friend's just standing there while you're fighting with a woman.
Yeah, that's when I notice two nice elderly ladies beside me. One was on the floor, being stomped on by several other women trying to get their televisions. The other was wailing and crying for God to help her.
Poor woman.
Crying for God to help her.
Yes, people even stomp on the elderly just to get the TVs.
This guy's next line. God didn't help her that day, but I did. This person needs a blog. Oh my god. While still holding onto my box with one hand, I reached into the sea of people and grabbed the television that the other older woman had her eyes on. I grabbed it off the shelf and started screaming for everyone to back up. That's when they started hitting me. Women were seriously.
Wow, you're trying to make a statement and then you get trampled on by everybody.
Oh my god, this is awful. Women were clawing my face, pulling my hair, kicking my legs, and doing everything they possibly could do to make me let go of the old lady's television. I wouldn't. On the other hand, literally several women were on the side of my original box trying to pull it away from my grip. So this person is literally trying to pull one TV while holding another TV. Oh my god, this is epic. This is epic! I may not be a violent man, but I was about to lose the original TV that I came in for.
In other words, I'm about to Hulk out.
Oh my god, I'm
about to turn green.
Yes. I got a great grip on the box and just pushed it towards the women who were pulling on it. This caused them to all fall in a big comedic pile on the floor.
Dominoes!
I made my escape from the sea of ladies and proceeded to the checkout counters.
Dude, run! Run!
Now, don't get me wrong, folks. It was awful, and I have never gone back to Black Friday since. I was covered in cuts and bruises, but it was all worth it just to see the look on those ladies' faces. They were so grateful that I helped them get that television. It was apparently a gift for one of the woman's grandson. She informed me that she didn't have the money to get one and that wasn't on sale, and had brought her friend to help her get the thing. They were so happy. They were hugging me and telling me how I saved their Christmas. They immediately offered me what money they had for helping, but I denied it. And his last line, and that is how I saved Christmas and knocked a bunch of women to the floor.
It's all at the end of a book.
And that is how I saved Christmas and knocked women to the floor. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought of another suggestion on being able to get what you want at these things.
What's that?
Dress up like the...
I already think I know what you're going to say. What? Good. Are you going to say dress up like the store employee?
No.
Okay.
The greased up deaf guy from Family Guy.
Oh, I see.
Who's going to touch you?
Well, I don't know.
You're all oiled up. You're in your underwear. Who's going to touch you?
The people who would touch you are not the people that you want to touch you. It's never the people that you want to touch you who touch you.
Wear a sign on you that says, "Don't fondle me."
Don't fondle me! I think I need a shirt that says that. It's the people who the people who you want to touch you, don't touch you. The people you don't want to touch you, touch you.
I was just trying to think of ways that you could probably be physically that people wouldn't want to go near you.
I don't know.
Other ways would be really gross, like if you just wipe shit all over yourself.
Peanut butter. Just put peanut butter on yourself. Just be like, ah! If you just walk around crazy, people just be like, oh, you're fucking weird.
That would probably be a way to work.
I don't know.
To go to these things.
I don't know. I think even if you act completely psycho, people would still not. They wouldn't even blink twice at you. They'd just be like, oh, okay. Oh, boy. Black Friday.
So, yeah, after listening to all that, I feel like we probably should do a special episode.
You know, maybe we will next year. I mean, we have a year to plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's one last thing. I haven't read it yet, but we'll see. It's another Walmart story, so it has to be good. With a name like Walmart, it has to be good. Alright. I worked Walmart during their Black Friday sale. I was customer service.
You poor soul.
I know. First, I had to miss Thanksgiving with my family because we had to be at the store.
Oh, that's wrong all by itself.
And then it says, big whoop. Nobody says big whoop anymore. We should bring that back.
Big whoop.
Big whoop. Big whoop. Nobody was there, and we spent time just talking and looking through magazines to making up shit to do.
Girly magazines?
It doesn't say that. I had to work the next day, my usual 3 to 11 shift, and that's when shit hit the fan. My Black Friday was hectic, but I went in early and got off early, so I didn't have to deal with it. That was her first Black Friday. The second Black Friday goes down in the, I don't know. It looks like they wrote in the annals of Black Friday stories.
They might have.
Maybe they did. I'm going to read it that way.
In the bowels.
My second Black Friday goes down in the annals of Black Friday stories due to a clusterfuck of CSM's customer service managers. I know retail speak. I know retail speak. You're not getting that past me. Planograms, pinpoints. I know all of it. And people calling off. I went in with the usual, hey, at least today will go fast attitude. That never works at my work. When we go into work and we're like, maybe today will go by quickly.
Tuesdays never happen. For me, Tuesday is the longest freaking day of the week.
But then people at the service desk called off, which means they called in sick or whatever.
Sure, they were sick.
Yeah. What's worse, I was manning the service desk all by myself. And some of those impulsive shoppers from the morning, actually, a lot of them, were returning these impulse buys from the morning. TVs, lots of games, movies, and other stuff we were selling. Well, the problem with Black Friday stuff is they tagged it Black Friday in the system, so it wasn't supposed to come up at all for purchase beforehand in case it ended up on the floor early. Whatever. Unfortunately, that also meant that once Black Friday happened, some of the things never got unlisted, and so came up not for sale, meaning they had to get a manager to override it. Well, guess what? That same system...
What?
That same system is at the service desk, meaning that person who wanted to return this item, I had to get a manager to override it, and it could take many minutes.
Many moon pies.
Minutes. Moon pies. Many minutes. This isn't my worst problem. The worst problem is that due to people calling out, there was a 5-hour stretch where I was by myself at the service desk.
Oh.
And supervisors came over and was like, your line is out the door. And I'm like, you think?
What the hell do you expect your employee to do?
Then, because we had
Jerk.
we had to have electronics approve all electronic returns, had to make sure everything was included, blah, blah, blah. I had pretty much a long line of people waiting for electronics to have half a second to run to the front of the store to look through their stuff. Plus, nobody from other departments came to pick up their returns, so I had a whole fun time of trying to play Tetris with returns. And I ran out of room at one point for everything. At the end of the day, was supposed to clean up the rest of the returns and the claims. I calmly look at everything, laugh, and go out back and check out.
And take a Percocet.
Take 4 Percocets. And then we took Percocets and laughed. And I saw unicorns dancing with ham. I saw unicorns shitting rainbows.
Dancing with ham.
Dancing with hams. My goodness. So those are your Black Friday horror stories. I wish we had actually gone out and videotaped and done something, but
Well, at the same time, your friend Tina would be pissed that you did that and not go with her.
well, if I was working, that would have been something else. She knew I was home. That's why she was like, "Come out. I know you're up. I know you're up. Don't lie to me. You don't go to bed." Yes, I do go to bed. I do go to bed quite early. Yeah.
Well, maybe next year you'll be busy.
Maybe next year I'll have to take a nap and then we'll go.
Yeah. Well, that's definite. We'll try to find out what the Emerald Square Mall or something.
Yeah, we'll have
is
to
going.
do it up. Emerald's
big where we can get a lot of assaults. Get a lot of assaults on video.
Oh my god! Someplace we can get a lot of assaults happening on video.
Maybe a few peppers.
Oh, pepper sprays.
Assault, pepper, salt, and pepper.
Oh, I didn't get that at first. Yeah, I didn't get you at first. I got you now.
There's a meme like that.
Yeah, I've seen it. My goodness. Oh, you guys. Well, I hope that you had a nice Thanksgiving if you were in the States. If you weren't in the States, hope you had just had a nice day.
We hope you had a nice everything.
Yeah.
We have to say it like that because we don't know who does what out there.
No, we don't.
Not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving.
It's not our job to know that. It's not our job.
Plus, it doesn't help when no one really writes it into us.
Look at Sean. We get a little.
I let that go for a long time, but it still bugs me. Because I was just about to say, anybody out there have a good story about Black Friday? Email us. Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Well, you can write us on Twitter if you want, or email. The email is the word hashtag justsayingpodcast@gmail. If you want to drop us a line. If you don't, that's fine. Listen,
we would like to hear any stories, though.
I would absolutely love to hear some stories. Hopefully there'll be some.
I figure with the emails, it'd be easy for you to just print them out.
Yeah, I mean,
You're on Twitter. I'm not.
If it's a really short story and you can get it in on Twitter and tweet us, that's at justsayingpod. We're on Facebook too.
And then we can read them off next week.
Yeah, I'll be happy to read. I don't care. I like to read. I like to read.
Reading is fine.
Oh my gosh. See what happens when I get a day off from work.
And we get to do the show in the daytime?
I know, this is weird. This is weird.
Daylight.
It is. The sun! Holy
Where?
crap! In my face.
Oh, I see
No, actually,
daylight.
it's a cloudy day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was going to say, where's the sun? I don't see it.
So now I'm all obnoxious. I have my Christmas stuff up. I did it on, like, Wednesday.
You were putting some lights up earlier, weren't you?
I was, yeah. You know what? Oh, my God. I had a total nasty moment the other day. I went to, I had my husband bring up all the Christmas decor. And,
all right, put in the work.
Yeah. And I was going through, and I went through the lights that go on the gutter around the top of the house. And it's this huge ball of lights. And I spent, I don't know, an hour and a half trying to untangle them.
Now, if you want a visual of this, watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's Clark's taking everything out of the garage to put on the house.
That was literally what I was looking at. It was a ball of lights, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, little knot. Here, you can work on this.
Yeah, so I spent like an hour and a half trying to unknot these lights. So I'm like working in, blah, 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 and I have it like halfway done. And then I think to myself, Tara, we haven't even tested these lights to see if they work yet. And you've already spent an hour and a half of very precious time, because we know how busy you are.
Yes.
On these fucking things. Perhaps you should see if they work. Perhaps.
That would help.
So I plugged them in. I would say only about 30% work. And I just went, I do not even care enough about this to I just went, I would rather spend $20 and get new lights than have to keep trying to untangle. So I threw them away. Too long, didn't want to listen. I threw them all away.
And I bet it's one of those situations where it's one bulb that was screwing up the entire thing that made you spend $20.
I don't even care. I just went out and bought it. So I'm like, I can't do this.
It's better off just doing that if you get the money.
Yeah, well, I didn't really have the money, but I did it anyway.
I barely have the time. I barely have the money.
I don't have any time. I don't have any money. Fucking, what do I do with myself? I don't know.
Go fund me.
Can you just do a GoFund for your life? Can you just like GoFund my life? But no, because the thing I really need is time. The thing I really need is time, and nobody can gift me time. Unless you want to go to work for me. Then
or you can send your smartphone when you're watching the work.
I had a feeling you were going to say something like that. Just send your phone, send your watch to work. That watch, by the way, that was so fucking brilliant, it doesn't work. The battery's dead.
Not so smart anymore,
So,
is it?
my Withings watch died. I haven't been able to fix it because I don't have the time. Isn't that ironic? Yeah. I don't even have the time to fix the watch.
There you go. That's awesome.
Fucking hell. I know. Oh, I gotta pack up my drum set, by the way. Kind of sad.
Oh, boo. Oh, yeah,
no,
your tree.
That's where my tree goes. My drums are in the way. Such is life.
There's no other spot you can move them to?
I'm going to try to fit them in the living room.
There you go.
Which will only drive Daisy crazy.
Do you guys use the front door?
Not as a habit.
All right, put it in front of the door. There you go.
Well, Jay doesn't like things in front of the door because he's afraid of fire.
You live here too. Tough shit.
Oh my God! Wow!
It's your house
too. You just got violent. There's no need to get violent.
It's your house too.
Well, let me finish. He doesn't like things in front of the door in case of fire. So whenever I put things...
Well, if a fire happens, you can make like a Black Friday and get to the door.
I will mace him and run out the door.
Just stop throwing drums all over the place.
Usually when I put something in front of the door and he gives me a face, I just go, listen, do you think whatever I have there is going to stop me from getting out this door? Because it's not.
Make it a Black Friday then.
Jesus. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening. You can you can watch the video on YouTube, and thank you for everyone who watched it. The last video, that was great.
Thank you all.
So we are available on... I'm just so... I don't know. I'm so flabbergasted now. So you can find us on iTunes, on SoundCloud and Stitcher. So,
yeah, wherever quality podcasts
are heard. Yeah, exactly.
Friday.
If you have any good Black Friday stories, send them to us. I'm actually going to reach out to the people that I know who went shopping, because my nephew's wife went shopping as well. She was going to Rentham. But you know what's funny? It's a real quick story. Is she was going to Rentham for a store that I knew wasn't in Rentham.
Isn't that the town that you were just asked to go to?
Is it?
Rentham?
Rentham?
Isn't it like 10 minutes away?
Oh no, she was
Wareham.
That was Tina. She was going to Wareham.
Wareham.
This was Rentham. Rentham's about 20 minutes from me. Right. That's where the
Wareham.
Yeah.
Both say ham.
Yep.
Ham.
Well, kind of. So she was going to Rentham because there are all these shops. There's a big shop area, and she said, "I'm going there for this particular store." I said, "That store's not in Rentham." She was, "Oh yeah, it is. It's there." I said, "No, it's not." So I went on the website and I showed her. I showed her the store directory, and I said, "Are you still going to go to Rentham?"
Well, not now.
Because that store, she was going with a friend. So I said, you better tell your friend that store doesn't exist there. I said, the closest one to Rentham would be Emerald Square. I said, you'd have to go to the Emerald Square Mall.
Damn.
Yeah. We might have to hit the mall next year.
Yes.
That might be crazy. I think it would be really good, especially when we don't have the freedom of having to. We don't have the freedom of having to buy anything.
Shop.
Yeah, we don't have
to be part of it and get our asses.
Just as a spectator, I think it would be funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we already told you where you can find us, which is
we're hiding.
We're not hiding. We're right there. Facebook, Twitter. We're on Instagram too. Hashtag Just Saying Podcast. Easy to find. Easy
peasy.
Okay, you guys. So we will see you next week at our usual time. Sorry, we have jobs.
Oh, we wish we could do this more.
I know. Maybe someday.
Daylight.
I know. Recording in daylight. So, Sean's going to tell you something, and I'm going to go that way and not get maced by an 80-year-old woman.
Good luck. Have a good everything.
It's my